What's good, people? PD CEO. This is my first time doing this type of video and putting this type of video out, but I wanted to discuss the R5C in 2025 and its relevance and what I think of the camera. The reason why I'm doing this video is because I've noticed that a lot of the videos that came out when the camera first came out. It was probably like 2-3 years ago. The earliest, probably the latest you could find maybe is a year. And my thing was, as a person that was interested in this camera, I kind of felt like, why does it seem like such a great camera? Spec-wise, why does it seem like something that a lot of people would like to use spec-wise, but nobody uses it? And it seems like, the camera just had all the problems in the world. Well, doing my own research while looking for a camera, and just to give you reference, I shot with the EOS R and the R6 Mark II. Both great cameras, both very capable cameras. But I started to feel like I needed more in my photography as well as my videography. So I was searching for a new camera, and, spoiler alert, I ended up with two R5Cs. And the reason why I ended up with two R5Cs is because I do video and photo. And a lot of times I do them simultaneously. So I like to be able to keep my video camera on the gimbal or whatever setup, whatever rig, and then be able to have a photo camera that I can use for stills and to take photos. And I find that works best for me. I put on my glasses so I can look intelligent, you know what I'm saying? So if it if it comes off looking like I'm brilliant, then you get the point of why I'm wearing my glasses. Anyway, so what I found myself is that a lot of people reviewed the camera when it first came out. A lot of people had the camera before like the 100 updates that they made. And me personally, I'm not the type to go and buy the brand new car, go buy the brand new computer or the brand new anything when it first comes out, because I know that you're going to have issues. I know that you're going to have problems. People don't necessarily they don't put out perfect products, especially when it comes to electronics. What happens is they put out a product and then people start using it in ways that they didn't think about. And you start overheating the camera. You start, finding little issues and little drama, little things that they didn't really test for, because pretty much they just carbon copy an operating system into a new body and they figure everything should work how it's supposed to. So with that being said, I realized that all of these videos were talking about the same thing. Oh, the battery life. But if you know about most people who have cinema cameras, they have to use V-mount batteries. They have to use batteries that external power, but a lot of those cameras don't come with 8K RAW, don't come with 8K 60. You know what I'm saying? They don't down res 4K from the 8K sensor. So it's like, all right, do I like 8K enough to use external power? Answer for me is yes. Do I necessarily need 8K? No. But I feel like, does it future-proof you to have a product that can do something that's not even on the market yet? Of course. A lot of us shoot 4K, and a lot of these programs and broadcasts can't even broadcast 4K. A lot of us use Roku devices that aren't even the 4K version of the Roku device. You know what I'm saying? You guys have Apple TV, you have the Fire Stick, all of these different products where you are screaming, but that scream isn't a 4K scream. So a lot of times with photographers that I know, they were still shooting at 1080 and just exporting to 4K because you didn't know the difference. Like, the client didn't know the difference necessarily. They didn't know the difference between 4K and 1080. They just knew it looked good. You know what I'm saying? So now as photographers and videographers, of course we want the highest quality. Of course we want the most depth of field. Of course we want the most detail. We want to be able to correct as much in post if need be. But for me, it was about having the most capable tool to work with. And when I started looking into the market, I even found myself looking at my son's FX30 and looking at the FX3 and thinking about switching to Sony because I'm like, man, the low light and all of this. But the megapixel count from a photography standpoint, yeah, I can't do it. I can't do it. I need to be able to zoom all the way up your nose if I want to. You know what I'm saying? And I couldn't do that with those cameras. I couldn't do it with my R6 Mark II, and that was, I think, 24, 26 megapixels. So to get a camera that's a high speed photo camera, 45 megapixel camera, means that you could shoot stills that's gonna last the test of time in a sense. Like, the details are gonna be there. It's beautiful. And when I look at the colors from Canon and I look at the fact that I live in this ecosystem and it just kind of worked. And then when you flip that little switch, man, when you flip that switch, where is it? Right there. And now you got, instead of just a regular Canon menu, you got the cinema menu. Like, opens up a whole new world to a person who's never shot with a cinema camera. Having that cinema menu, it took a little bit of learning, but when you learn it and you got false color and you got zebras and you got focus peaking and you got all of these different things that I'm sure I had somewhere on my other cameras. Well, not really. You get my point? So when you introduce yourself to a lot of the cinema features, it's kind of unmatched in this small body. Even when you look at me having a battery on it, I have this little flat battery on that can last for a few shoots all day. Just this battery. This is my photography one. I have this battery on, can last. Taking pictures, the regular battery will last for a good hour. This battery in itself, if I was to plug this up right now and turn it on for photos, it's like, battery says 3 hours and some change, just off of this one battery. One battery. So it doesn't require a whole lot to be able to accomplish your goals and do what you need to do. I have a small rig cage on both of the cameras, so that way if I needed to rig it up, I could rig both of them up. If I needed to do an interview, I got two cameras that match up to be able to have different focal lengths in the interview. It just, like, in every way, shape, or form, kind of served my purpose. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, I feel like it introduced me to a whole new world. I had never rigged up a camera, didn't want to rig up a camera, but having this camera made me want to rig my camera up. Having this camera opened up the possibilities of V-mount being a power source for my monitor as well as the camera. It got me shooting a lot more handheld. I was always used to just shooting a lot of gimbal stuff. And I feel like your tool should make you want to use it. I feel like your camera should make you want to pick it up. And I didn't have that feeling for a while. Even though I still work every day, use my camera every day, I wasn't feeling like my R6 Mark II made me want to pick it up and put in work. And then when I sat down to edit, I didn't feel like that image was giving me what I needed. It doesn't knock the camera because I love the camera. But what it tells me is that it's no different than a child in class and they know the work and they're kind of bored. It's like, nah, I need a new challenge. And I feel like that cinema operating system and all of the cinema features and everything that comes with that gave me that new found energy to want to pick up the camera and want to work. And I find myself taking the camera to football games at the high school. I find myself shot a wedding. I've been staying away from weddings for the longest, but I went and shot a wedding because I didn't have to worry about a camera overheating. Has a fan built in, never overheats. Doesn't matter where you put it, how you work it. Most people don't complain about the fan because they haven't figured out a way to overheat the camera. The price point is beautiful because the C50 is coming out and a lot of people are pre-ordering the C50, so that makes the market even better for R5C. So I just say all of this because I'm being long-winded. I doubled down. I bought 2 R5Cs in 2025. And if you're looking for a camera to challenge you, to make you want to pick up a camera, to make you want to study more, to make you want to learn more about your art and do more with your art, I would suggest the Canon R5C. It's not for everybody, but maybe it's for you. It's for me, definitely, and that's why I doubled down on it. Anyway, my goal is to drop videos every week. I'm going to put out videos about the R5C. I'm going to put out videos about the different cameras that I use, like the Osmo Actions. I know everybody's on the pockets. You know, I had the first pocket, but I had the first pocket and I like it, but the form factor to me isn't as dope as having this form factor. And I feel like the quality is just as good, like great quality. I keep my 360 camera on me, the new Osmo 360. And I just find myself like building up my process and building up what I do. And I feel like it would be good to document it and help other creators who are looking for great products to buy. I'm not the richest. I don't believe I'm the poorest, but I could be. But what I do is I do what's best for me and my business. And maybe I'm doing something that could be beneficial for you. So check me out. You know, if you like my style of speaking, if you like my style of talk, you know, check me out. Subscribe, like the video. Tell me what you think about the R5C. Tell me if your opinion may have changed. Tell me if you never had an opinion. Maybe you're interested in the camera. Whatever the case may be, let me know down in the comments. Peace.